He sold 25 million albums as part of the iconic 80s band Spandau Ballet. He went on to play one of the most legendary villains Soapland has ever seen in EastEnders as the evil Steve Owen.
But now Martin Kemp has established himself as a best-selling author, and as he releases the second book in his thriller series, Martin is here to tell us more this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. 25 million albums? Did I sell that many?
You did.
Did I?
You personally.
What happened to it then?
You really did.
Ask your brother.
Yeah.
The book is great. I mean, it just takes you back to that time and that era, right from the very moment where you're talking about the Blitz and going there and Boy George being in the cloakroom. How much of you is in this book?
Everything. Everything of me. I always think when I write fiction, I think you find out more about me than you do when I write a biography. You know, because you give more secrets about yourself away because that you wouldn't tell otherwise. Because, you know, in fiction, you can put it behind somebody else's skin. And it's kind of hidden in the mix.
So Johnny Klein is the lead character. If anybody has not read the first book, just explain a little bit about Johnny Klein, who he is and where he's been and what his life's...
Johnny Klein, ex-rock star from the 80s, who was at the top of his game, world famous, and it all came crashing down. And I take him back to the bit where we strip everything away. He hasn't got a penny left, doesn't own anything, and he has to get by in life. And it was always kind of a fear that I had when I was growing up in the band. What happens? Because what happens if you lose everything and all you're left with is a famous face that everybody knows you? Where'd you go? How'd you start again?
Because didn't you sign the record deal when you were on your 18th birthday?
My 18th birthday, yeah.
And then how many days later were you sort of in the charts?
Well, about 5 or 6 weeks later, we were number 5 in the charts and selling 500,000 copies. I'm flying around Europe on Learjets. I do not know how it happened, but it happened. And it was an incredible way to live when I was a kid, you know, but it was my fear. What happens if it all gets stripped away? And that's what I wanted to write about.
Yeah, and that's one of the things in the books. He lives in like a bedsit above a curry house.
Yeah, in Brick Lane.
Yeah, and there's elements as well where he's got a relationship with his daughter that's incredibly moving too.
Yeah, I mean, most of that comes from my story, you know. And one of the fears that I always had was... nowadays, you see lots of celebrities hiding their kids' faces, you know, keeping them out of view. Yeah. But back in the day, we never used to do that. You know, as soon as you had a kid, you were on the front page of Hello magazine and telling the world about them. So, and it was always my fear, what if you have this crazed fan who wants to kidnap your kid? And that was my fear. And so I put that into the book. And
some dad jokes are in there.
Oh, yeah.
Few dad jokes, few
he is a dad. He is a dad. And, you know, I grew up watching... for me, Johnny Klein is always kind of like the cheap version of James Bond. Right. You know, the real-life James Bond. And without any gadgets and without any money. Yeah. And I grew up with James Bond from the 70s, which was all about one-liner jokes, most of which you could never say nowadays.
Yeah, of course, of course. And the story of this one, is this one adapted from an original screenplay that you did, or have you thought, in the back of your mind, you thinking it could be a screenplay?
Well, it was not so much this one, the second one. The first one that I did, first Johnny Klein book I did, was originally a screenplay that I did. Yeah. And it was kind of, it didn't go very far, but I wanted to turn it into a novel. And I always thought it would be a better novel than it would be a screenplay. But now we've got the second one here, you know, who knows? Who knows what will happen?
So as you're lounging, lying back in the bath, do you like bubbles or are you more of a bath salts man?
Yeah, I'm definitely bubbles.
Bubbles. OK, so as you're lying there in the bath, you're coming up with all these storylines.
Should we explain why you're asking about his bath?
No, I'm just interested in it anyway.
Let me explain. I always have this thing where to come up with ideas for the book of what I'm going to write about the next day, it will always be while I'm in the bath. You know, because I find that when I'm in the bath, I took the television away from the bathroom, which is no good for you at all, and I find that all my ideas, my artistic ideas, come out of me when I'm in the bath. And so look, I get straight out, talk to my iPhone, put it in there, and I write about it the next day.
You see, I wasn't just...
Did you have a telly in the bathroom?
Well, I did do it at one point.
Did you?
Yeah.
That is very, by the way, that feels very rock and roll.
It's a rock star.
It's a very rock and roll thing.
I'd come out so wrinkly, though, by the end of it.
I'd never get out. I would never get out.
No, I took it away because it stops you daydreaming.
And that's what you need to be creative.
Yeah.
You're very open about everything. That's what I love about it. It's when we listen to you and Roman on the podcast. It's really great fun on watching your Gogglebox. But you recently appeared on Loose Men, and you were open about something else, which has become a bit of viral sensation, Martin. Let's just remind everybody what you said.
I don't think you can schedule sex. If I had to look in my diary and it says 7:30 on a Thursday night, I'm going to do it. I don't think it works. I even feel like under pressure if it's a Sunday morning. So everyone in here does it on a Sunday morning. I know.
I love it.
How did Shirley feel about this? And how did the kids feel about this?
Well, you cut out the bit where I look down the lens and I say, Shirley, get yourself ready, I'm coming home. but listen, my family have grown up with each other, taking the mickey out of each other. Yeah. You know, we are a really open family. We talk about everything. Sex is not a thing that is taboo. It never has been. You know, I grew up in a house where my mum and dad, if we were sitting around watching television and two people started kissing, everyone would make out they were asleep.
Or cough, or read the paper.
Yeah. And that was the last thing I wanted.
So you never wanted that.
I'm really happy that we can all joke about it.
I think that's really smart. And actually, the relationship that you and Roman have together, whether you're doing the podcast or Gogglebox, or you two could sit in a room and talk about anything.
You do give him endless ammunition, though, to tear another strip off, you don't mind.
I do, and I love doing that as well, you know. It's a great... You know, doing Gogglebox is such a great thing because it's how I get to see him, you know. I wouldn't see him otherwise.
So you film it at your house?
Yeah, I've got a little cottage down at the end of the garden.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we go down there and we film it. But it's basically to get him home so that he can see Shirley, see his mum.
Love it.
See me, and, you know, we have a chat.
Well, we love it. We love you letting us in, because the Gogglebox is coming back, isn't it? So it'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
And this is great. Second one is great. You can start seeing it being turned into a drama as well.
Oh, great. Well, listen, when I write it, it's me in my 40s. So it's not me now. So I would love to see it turned into TV, yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for chatting.
Great to see you, Martin.
Thank
great to see you.
Martin's with the Fall is out.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.
Amazing.
It's so
good. Cover stars on
talking about it, right?
That's
Reminiscing.
so great. Bryce Dallas Howard and Nick Mohammed all join us now. Good morning, guys. Lovely to see you all.
Good morning.
We've been lucky enough to see an early copy of the film.
It's fun.
Loved it.
It's really
so much fun, Orlando. There's something really compelling about what these three sort of strange little sort of team of characters come together in a remarkably fun and interesting story.
Yeah, the script was just so well executed. You know, it's tight, it's fast, it's fun, and I think it's what everyone needs at the moment, a good laugh, you know?
Yeah.
We had the pleasure of watching it at the Barbican with a giant audience, maybe 1,500, and it was just... I was just looking at my mates down the line and they were just rolling with laughter. So it's definitely one to get the family together or friends and do a pizza night. Pizza night.
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely.
But yeah, it's a fun one.
It's a great one.
Yeah. Bryce, tell us a little bit about the premise of it all without giving too much away, obviously.
Yeah. Well, everyone just saw the trailer. It's about improv comedians who get recruited to go undercover by the Met Police in London. And it is really fun because basically the central tenet of improv is yes and
there's a clap and you go into the scene and you give it your all.
Exactly. And what happens is that, you know, they're very committed and they say yes and that means they get into more and more and more and more trouble.
It gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
Particularly, I think, Nick, because your character, who isn't the most confident, actually hasn't done as much.
The Squire.
Sort of, kind of keeps getting them deeper and deeper because he doesn't really know what else to say other than yes and.
Yeah, he's not... I mean, he hasn't come from an acting background, an improv background or comedy. He just has a quite regular office job, and he sort of stumbled into, well, the Comedy Store, I guess, and started trying to do these improv classes, and little does he know that he's going to get, you know, thrown into sort of these undercover missions. And so, yeah, he is really out of his depth right from the start, and it just gets worse and worse for him.
But once you're in, though, you kind of revel in it a little bit, too.
Well, that's the thing. He sort of finds his people, you know, they sort of find each other as friends as well. So they, you know, there's this sort of sense of camaraderie and that they have some kind of mission to accomplish. And, yeah, they do end up sort of taking it very seriously.
Which is actually what's so nice about it. You don't very often see this dynamic in movies. It's, like, actually interesting. What about your character? Because you've kind of based him a little bit, Orlando, on someone that we know as well, right?
Yeah. Well, I grew up, you know, when I read in the script that Roach was a Northerner, I was like, who's the iconic Northerner that I know? Growing up, I went to Nebworth and seeing Liam and the boys of Analysis, you know, the whole band. But Liam he's just got that swag, hasn't he? And I thought, if I can get even close to that, I'd have a lot of fun trying, you know. And it was just, so it sort of lent itself. And I kind of imagined that Marlon was sort of this desperate out-of-work actor. Maybe he worked at like a costume house, like Angels or something, you know. So he'd get really into the costume and what he was wearing and how, you know, the Liam look and everything. So we kind of, it was a really great way into the character, and I had a lot of fun with it.
There tends to be, from the outside, if you've not come from that world, there tends to be a bit of stigma attached to improv. Right, it's like everybody talks about, oh, you're going to go and be actory in improv, but there's such skill to good improv, isn't there? Is it stuff that you've all done? Have you done it, Bryce?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like, whenever anyone asks me if they're an emerging actor and they're like, what's your advice? I'm always like, take improv, because it really shows you that when you're in a scene with someone, as long as you're listening, as long as you're present, as long as you're saying yes and, you're safe. Nothing bad can happen. It's all playful. And so I think it's a wonderful way. It's sort of like an ethos for life.
Yeah.
You know, to be that way, to roll with it. And you know, what I love as well about this, and you were saying, Kat, like the dynamic of these characters, we all play characters who are kind of, for lack of a better way of describing it, you know, they've failed in their lives. They're in their 40s and their hopes and dreams have not worked out at all. And they come together, and through this new friendship, which is very rare. It's rare to make new friends when you're middle-aged. And through that, they all kind of, their superpowers come out. And they end up being, you know, quite an impressive trio.
They are. And Nick, because of course you're a comedian, you've got characters, Mr. Swallow, one of my favourites, and you do stand-up. So your background is much more sort of, has to be much more agile, because if you're on stage and people start heckling you, you have to be able to react to that sort of stuff.
A little bit, but because I am often in character and rarely do sort of straight stand-up as me, then it's actually quite written and well, touch wood, I don't get heckled too much. Not too much, because I think people know I'm in character. Yeah, maybe. And so I think people kind of, it's a bit maybe more theatrical than that, in the way that you wouldn't probably heckle a play. And even though it appears like stand-up, because it's sort of character stand-up, it feels quite different. But yeah, there has been times when I've had to kind of think on my feet a little bit, but I don't think I'm very good at it, frankly.
That's not true.
Well, no,
because, you know, this is his comfort zone, like comedy, improv.
Yes.
We're all looking to him.
Well,
I would like trying to sort of throw them under the bus and try and make them big.
Do you do it on purpose?
That's a different thing. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh, my goodness.
See, when we were talking about the relationship of the characters, that's one thing. But to see you all on the couch like this, ribbing each other as well, and like, have you formed like a relationship that's going to go on for life, and like you've met each other's families? And have you done all that? Have the families been down to see you?
Yeah.
we had families coming to set and everything, so yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Bryce, I will say, sits on the side of the set while most people are like scrolling. I like to mention this. She lays out the most beautiful display of watercolours, paints, and boxes and brushes.
Really?
And that's what she does. And my daughter came to set, and Bryce taught her to paint, and it was so nice. She still does watercolours today. And, like, literally just, like, I was like, we all need a mother like Bryce.
Daisy taught me to paint. Daisy is absolutely incredible.
I still have my rap
Such
gift.
a joy. It was such a joy getting out
I like
there.
how you talk like that as well. You know, you're talking about the watercolours.
We should also say
peaceful.
Bryce's care for the sort of safety and the health of the crew and the cast is outrageous. Like we were doing quite intense night shoots, and Bryce was there sort of gravelling pathways that were like a little bit slippy, which they weren't. They were absolutely. Because like no, safety first. And Bryce is out there, you know, like looking out for
Is she
everyone.
setting the standard too high for the rest of you? Is that
It's a little bit like sex etiquette 101, you know what I mean? Like,
just a nervous
this is how it
Nelly.
goes.
No.
No, it's amazing.
Excellent.
I mean, it's one of the things that you talked about. That you mentioned this, Orlando, when we sat down. That the film I mean, it's not going to be in cinemas, is it? And it feels like such a community sort of thing when you're sitting watching a comedy.
Yeah, like a communal thing.
You want to be with other people to feel it and experience that.
It's contagious, isn't it? Laughter is contagious, and you definitely, that was the feeling in the movie when we watched it in the cinema the other night, and it was just like, so I think you were encouraging people to get together to watch it because it's what we need right now. Everyone wants a good laugh. We need a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
And the
You
light-hearted.
brandishing a chainsaw. That's what everybody needs right now.
God.
I need literally like it's Liam Gallagher meets Robert De Niro as well.
When they go on tour this summer, he's going to come out.
He's going to come out from Pirates of the Caribbean
Oh,
as
my
you.
God.
Can you imagine? Are there going to be any more pirates?
Oh, it's all in the works,
They're
isn't
threatening
it?
all kinds of things. Who knows?
What are they saying?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's been.
I haven't
talks,
had the courage to ask.
I know,
Well, lean in, Bryce.
I don't know. I think there's. I can't say anything at the moment because I don't know. But like, there's definitely.
Have they checked availability?
No, it's not like. They're sort of like. I think they're trying to work out what it would all look like. I personally think it'd be great to get the band back together. You know what I mean? Like that would be great. But there are always different ideas and so we'll see where it lands.
How many years ago was the first?
Oh, don't ask me that. I think 2002.
Yeah, this is the
Good knowledge.
Yeah,
Good knowledge, Squire.
Isn't it time?
It is time.
Yeah.
It's time to get the band back together.
And
Can we be in it?
With a couple of new band members. Yes.
That would be great, wouldn't it? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. To tie it all in. By the way. Yeah.
What, can we just ask about Ted Lasso as well, please?
Oh, yes.
Because obviously, as a West Ham fan, I was thrilled that Nate went over to be the West Ham. I didn't like the fact that they painted you as the baddie as a West Ham manager. That didn't suit me very well. What can we expect from the new series?
Well, I only really know what's out in the press, that it's going to start filming, I think, in the autumn maybe. It's about the women's football team, but still very much set in AFC Richmond. Look, whether Nate's in it, who knows? We'll have to see.
So you're not sure? What? Come on.
I'm not sure, genuinely not sure.
Wow.
Can't have Ted Lasso without Nate.
Well, that's very kind of you to say.
I agree.
Thank you.
I'm giving you anything.
Yeah.
And you're going to be doing some more Star Wars too, Bryce? Directing?
So maybe it's at some.
Very busy. Everybody's very busy.
I tell you what you are going to be doing. You're going to be enjoying some Chelsea buns because
Chelsea buns
Nick
are
was very
heading in
excited.
your direction. Here we go.
yes,
The
please.
Mr. Hollywood has brought you each over.
You've got to have them with a cup of tea.
there you go.
Oh, God, what is
There you go. Enjoy.
Chelsea?
Enjoy.
Though, we know that.
You're gluten.
so sad.
I think you're
So
gluten-free,
sad.
Bryce.
I'm
Is
a
that the case?
gluten-free person, but I'm feasting
Nick's
with
got
my
it.
I
eyes.
am too, but not today.
How's the Hollywood drizzle?
The drizzle. She's a drizzle master.
It's the orange.
Lifts it up.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, guys. Thank you
Lovely
so
to
much.
see you all. Thank you all so much for coming in. I feel guilty we haven't got a gluten
Don't
for
worry.
you.
Don't worry.
Can I very quickly just say that I'm doing this gig for Blood Cancer UK?
You can.
Is that all right? It's at the Bloomsbury Theatre on the 21st of June, and it's a mixed bill lineup. I'm doing it as Mr. Swallow, but we've also got James Acaster, Celia A.B., Beck Hill, and Sam Campbell. People know a lot of them from Taskmaster and so on.
Sure.
But it's all for Blood Cancer UK, and we'd love to sell it out. So
Great.
if you can
Amazing.
get to the
What date
On the 21st?
21st of June at the Bloomsbury Theatre.
Amazing.
Excellent.
Thank you for that.
Thank you all for coming in. Enjoy that, Orlando. Deep Cover is out on Prime Video on the 12th of June, but definitely get the family and all your friends together.
Yeah,
It's definitely one to
it's
watch in the
really
group. It's
fun.
great fun.
Thank you.
Is
Thank
that
you.
good, Orlando?
The orange is like chewy. It's delicious.
We'll get you a proper cup of tea.
Rub it in.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.
Well, look, Danny joins us now alongside Dr. Zoe to share her experience of the perimenopause. Thank you, Danny, for coming in.
Morning.
Firstly,
Thank you
thank you
for
for
having
being so honest. I mean, I'd imagine that took some of your TikTok followers by surprise when you're suddenly telling them all those extraordinary things?
Yeah, I just wanted to be open about it because obviously I am on the younger side of it. And even though I think it's rare, I don't think it's that uncommon, especially looking through my comments. And so I just wanted to be quite open about it because actually I had quite a good experience with my GP. So I just wanted to make people aware that, you know, going to the GP can really, really help because I was just having such awful symptoms and I needed help with it.
I think what happens as well with it quite often is the symptoms kind of creep up on you and it's other people that actually notice them first of all. I think your husband, Simon, was the first person that was like, are you okay?
Yeah, I was literally like a different person. And to be honest, it was not long after I'd just had my son.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really sure if it was just a case of like the baby blues.
Hormones?
Yeah, and hormones for sure. But I was honestly like a different person. It was almost like I was watching myself in a kind of weird way. I'd always suffered with depression and anxiety, but this was like on a completely different level. The mood swings were just out of control.
Sometimes, as Kat was saying, it's easy to see from afar.
Yeah.
But I'd understand for your partner.
My poor partner.
Yeah. That's a sensitive thing to bring up, especially when you are so young, to suggest, oh, Danny, do you think you might be perimenopausal? How did that go down?
Do you know what? It went down all right. My partner is really quite tactful and it was fine. And he was a bit like, you know, you're being a little bit agitated by my breathing. Is everything all right? And, you know, it really wasn't like me. I am normally quite laid back.
Yeah.
You'll probably disagree sometimes. But yeah, I'm normally quite a chilled person. And, you know, my sleep was all over the place. I'm normally a good 10-hour kind of gal. And, you know, that was kind of... And the hot sweats, oh, they are absolutely rank.
And it...
They really are. That was
She's
not
telling
pleasant.
it like it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's not great.
And it's affected, like, all different aspects of your life, like mentally, work. How's it affecting that?
The brain fog when you're an actor is really not ideal. The worst, I think, was doing panto and I was playing the fairy and you're on your own as a fairy doing monologues and going completely blank on stage and having to ask your MD for your lines is not ideal.
No.
But luckily, you can kind of shrug it off
The lovely
a little
thing
bit.
about panto, you can make the most of a moment like that,
Exactly,
can't you?
and telling an entire audience, oh, sorry, going through menopause, everybody, apologies.
I bet there was a lot of sympathy in the audience for you as well.
Absolutely.
And the other thing that Danny, you're known for, and you talked about in your TikTok there, is your hair.
Yeah.
And actually the impact that can have, because yes, a bit of, but it's very much who you are. Your hair has always been big and lush and powerful part of who you are.
Yeah, I think this is what I'm struggling with the most because for me, my hair's my identity. It's kind of what I'm almost known for. So to be losing it is... I'm not a vain person at all.
Gosh, look at the clumps that are coming out.
Yeah, this was yesterday. And it improved as well. Like I'm taking supplements and gummies and I'm oiling my hair and it improved. It was almost sort of double the amount, you know, a month ago. And yeah, it's thinning and I'm having bald patches and yeah, it's starting to affect my self-esteem. You know, I come across very confident, but kind of behind closed doors, it is definitely taking its toll for sure.
So, Dr. Zoe, how easy is it for women who are identifying with exactly what Danny is saying to go to their GP and get some help?
I think the key thing is you must go to your GP and ask for help. And people often say, at which point do you go?
Yeah.
At any point, really.
Okay.
You know, if you're having a set of symptoms that you think could be perimenopause, go and see your GP, go and see a practice nurse. Sometimes it's a good idea to ask the receptionist, is there a GP or a nurse that specialises in menopause? And I think, you know you hear all these horror stories of people having terrible experiences with GPs, and I can't personally vouch for everybody that does my job, but it has moved on. In the same way, we've all become much more aware and educated about menopause. Healthcare professionals have too. Every week in my inbox, there's a training course on menopause. So, in my opinion, GPs don't really have an excuse anymore to not be sensitive and not be treating this. I think the key thing is, my advice is, make a list of your symptoms. There are apps, there are downloadable lists, so you can log your symptoms beforehand. Go in there and say, I want to share my symptoms. I think it could be menopause. If you're interested in HRT, say, I'd like to explore my options, including HRT. Now, your GP may not prescribe HRT on that first appointment because often we need to rule other things out. Right. Symptoms of menopause can overlap with just about anything because there's over 100 symptoms of menopause, perimenopause. So they might want to check your thyroid function, they might want to check you're not anemic. But they should offer you a follow-up. And usually, in most cases, if everything else has been ruled out and it's highly suspicious that this could be perimenopause and those symptoms are really affecting you, then unless there's a contraindication, such as you've previously had breast cancer, a 3-month trial of HRT is usually not going to do any significant harm. Make sure you know the pros and cons, weigh up the risks and benefits. But for most people who have symptoms, the benefits outweigh the risks.
And that's been great for you as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. I feel a lot better and I feel like myself again. Obviously I still get moody, don't get me wrong, and I'm still a bit sweaty every now and again, but it's like
I do all of those things and
yeah.
I don't have
all
an
of the
excuse just yet, but
yeah, it's like night and day, it really is.
Yeah.
Well, look, thank you for coming in and talking about it.
No, thank you for having me.
It's a hugely important subject, isn't it? Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
And hopefully those symptoms continue to improve as well for you.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, hello. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.
He always has the punchline of the scene, too.
Of course, he's a scene stealer.
Not that you're still bitter about that.
Yeah.
A wonderful scene from the first ever episode of Modern Family.
First scene.
That was the first scene.
Yeah.
Mitchell and Cam travelling with their baby daughter, Lily. It's just the classic Modern Family, and that mishap ensues. Honestly, Jessie, thank you so much for coming in.
I'm happy to be here,
Such an extraordinary series. For my son, Sam, when he was about 11 or 12, he discovered Modern Family. And having battled quite a lot with all of us and what we could watch together, suddenly we found something that he could enjoy as an 11-year-old, because the kids were small then in the series, and we could enjoy as parents. It's just an extraordinary series.
Thank
you must be so proud to have had a
so proud of it. I mean, I'm looking back, I was just telling Kat, like, I was so young, and that's when we met, when we were that age.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of it, and I'm meeting so many people here in the UK specifically, because I did press for Modern Family back when it first premiered, and the amount of fans that I have here now, it's insurmountable. I mean, so many more people are discovering it now.
Yeah.
I think during the pandemic, a lot of people discovered it. But so many kids who weren't even born when the show started are big fans of the show. So I love that it's not living in a time capsule.
Well, when you look back at it as well, the first thing you said was, oh, my goodness, we're so young.
So young.
But you must have such an affection for it, though, and you still see all the cast of it.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Ty Burrell's coming here to see the show soon. My TV daughter, Aubrey's coming to see the show here in London that I'm doing. I just was talking with Ed O'Neill a few days ago. He accidentally called me. He pocket dials me all the time. But, I always have a nice conversation with him when he does. We talk for like a half hour, yeah.
My favourites are always the Sofia Vergara stories.
Oh, yeah.
Can you give us, like, your latest phone call with her?
Well,
what did she say?
So she's single at the moment.
Right.
And I'm like doing that thing that my mom would used to do, like where she'd see a story about me like in a tabloid and believe that it's true. Yeah. So like because I haven't talked to her, I'm like, who's this new person you're dating? She's like, it's a tabloid. It's like, it's not even real. So
do a voice too.
No, this is not something to be concerned with. I am single. They're coming out of the woodwork.
So good. I love that.
That sense of, interesting, the sense of family that you must all have.
Yeah.
Even though, of course, you were actors doing a job, must be really tangible as well, though, still.
Yeah. No, we are so close, and it is a very blurry line between fiction and reality. Like Julie Bowen feels like a sister to me, and obviously Ed O'Neill feels like a father, and yet I have an actual sister and an actual father, and it's great that I have a double set of each.
And your relationship, sort of Cam and Mitch together, that was quite groundbreaking sort of at the time, just in terms of a same-sex relationship. We're having a daughter and a child, and everything that came with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it felt really special. I mean, we were also on television at a time when in America we were fighting for marriage equality, and I think having that couple on television and those people in people's living rooms. you know, a lot of people would say I didn't have gay friends, but I had Mitch and Cam, and I of course wanted them to have happiness, and I wanted them to be married. So, you know, I think it created a lot of empathy amongst people.
Yeah, and I think also just how your lives change as well as cast members. That amount of time passing by. Yeah. You know, you've got two little boys. Your little boys are here in London as well. With Justin, is everybody having a good time?
We're having a blast. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, roughly, and it's been so much. Roughly, you know, because I could like give you the months. Don't you hate it when people are like, "How old's your kid?" And they're like, 18, 93 months. Yeah. And I'm like, don't make me do that math. They're around 5 and 3.
But they're doing a big year as well.
They love it.
Do they?
They love it. Yeah, they're having a blast. They love. Well, it's so funny because we're like, what are you most excited to see when we go to London? And he was like, the Eiffel Tower. I was like, not London, but that's okay. We did go to Paris actually, and I did see it. Close enough.
Close enough.
You know, it's like Europe is sort of just like.
Yeah. Well, if you're used to being in the States,
sure.
Everything seems much closer.
Yeah.
And you're on at the National.
I'm on at the National. I'm doing Stephen Sondheim's last musical at the National Theatre right now.
I mean, that must be a bit of a dream come true.
Well, I've always wanted to work in the West End, and then to work at the National, which is such an institution here. And, you know, as an American, to be able to work at the National, I know it's such a privilege. I know that does not happen a lot. And it's also Stephen Sondheim's last musical that he wrote with David Ives. And it's so special and so weird and different. You got to come see it a few nights ago.
I did, and I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. And then I went to go and see him afterwards, and I went, it's bonkers.
It's bonkers.
It's just, I mean, if you could kind of break it down a little bit, what would you say?
I always say it's about a group of like super wealthy bourgeoisie people who are searching for brunch as the world's ending around them. And that's sort of kind of like the theme of the show. It's based on these 2 Louis Brunel films. But it is bonkers, it's surrealist, it's wacky, it's abstract. People are losing their minds for it. They love it so much. Also, like, if you want to come see it, like, you should have gotten your tickets yesterday. Like, it's selling very fast. Wow. So go see what's available. Yeah. Get your tickets. It's only here for another month.
I mean, because also we have to talk about the cut. Jane
Krakowski.
She's so brilliant.
So brilliant. She kind of plays the centerpiece of the show. It's an ensemble show, but we do sort of follow her storyline. Jane Krakowski, Martha Plimpton, who I've been dear friends with for so long, who plays my wife. National treasures, Tracy Bennett, Rory Kinnear, Harry Hayden Payton. Who else? I mean, it's Camisa, this incredible actress, Camisa Dunsford-May. She is basically going to be like the next big thing here, and she's in our show. It's an embarrassment of riches, this cast. It's absolutely outstanding.
And it looks spectacular.
It looks spectacular. We have an incredible design team. It's very, very unique. And it's like, if you want a great night at the theater, you're going to get it.
And it's Sondheim as well. I mean, it's Sondheim as well, right?
Yeah.
So he's like the governor of these things.
Yeah.
An iconic musical writer, and you're in these last ever.
No, it's literally his last music that he ever wrote, and he is what I considered, you know, he is probably the greatest composer that we've had of the last century.
You met him once, right?
I met him once, and it did not go great. I was overwhelmed, and I had just seen one of his shows, and I saw him backstage, and I was like, oh my God, it's Stephen Sondheim. And so I said to him, and granted, this is after like watching one of his brilliant masterpieces, I said to him, good job. Would have loved a do-over, but I feel like he's looking down at me from the pearly gates of heaven, and he's so happy with the show, and he's probably okay with my performance, and he's like, I'm sure you were just, you know, overwhelmed by my presence.
He's looking down, he's thinking, good job.
She's thinking, good job. That's exactly. She's like, yeah, good job. Yeah, how's that feel? How's that feel, Ferguson?
Exactly. You're doing all right, but the bear's better.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's a bear, too.
There is a
Gotta stick around for the second act, but there's a bear.
I've got the hots for the dancing bear.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I do.
And you didn't even know who was in the costume.
No, and now I know he's in the costume.
It's even more hot.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you guys are going to carry on chatting.
Sorry, we could.
A lot. Yeah. It's been lovely. Thank you for popping in and coming by.
Thank
It really is lovely to meet you.
Happy to meet
you. You can see Jessie in Here We Are at the National Theatre until the 28th of June. But as you say, tickets are selling super fast. So if you want to go and see it...
Like literally yesterday.
You've got to try and get some ASAP.
Get them.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.
Now then, he's the social media and Eurovision sensation. He earned the UK the best result in the competition since 1998, of course, with this epic, iconic hit, Spaceman.
And 3 years on, Sam Ryder is still shooting for the stars as he prepares to follow in the footsteps of some of the world's most successful musicians for the gig of a lifetime. And Sam joins us now. Morning, Sam.
Good morning.
First time
How's it
we've
going,
ever
guys?
met.
Thanks for having me.
But it's lovely to
Is
have
it
you.
really the first time we've met?
I've never met you.
It feels
before.
like it doesn't feel like that. So, well, lovely to meet you.
It's
mate.
lovely.
She's been there through your childhood. That's what
You, on the other hand,
We've
I'm just
met
like,
plenty of times. We've met
This
plenty
guy.
of times. It's lovely to see.
it's
Really
blessed. Thanks for having
excited.
me, guys.
Well, we're going to talk about the gigs and what's coming up.
Yeah.
Did you see Eurovision though, Sam?
Mate, I was on tour across North America when Eurovision was on, so I had a little bit of it on my phone. Was watching it with some of the fans that were coming to the shows because they were they didn't know what it was all about, and I was telling them it's kind of like, imagine the richest meal you've ever eaten in your life. Like lobster thermidor with profiteroles and Pepsi, like all in one go, and they were getting stoked. But yeah, it was cool, and but it's been hectic. We've been travelling all around. The US. We dipped into Canada for a bit, all getting the album ready for release later this year. And then Wembley got announced. So, yeah, I've just been sending loads of love. I know what it feels like to
go
do
through
that and all
experience.
those families. The thing is, I think about is all the families behind each and every person that's jumping up there, you know? So everyone deserves the sort of I don't know, respect because they're like grandparents or something are probably stoked.
It was
the
I think
moment for them.
The girls performed. Remember Monday, of course, the girls came in. They performed brilliantly. They did an amazing job. But it can be quite difficult taking that sort of public sort of votes that all come in and not getting it, and then dealing with the fallout from that as well.
Well, the thing is, man, it doesn't define. Nothing can define you past that point. It's about sort of singing for the love of singing and writing for the love of writing, and it's a privilege to be asked to go. Do you know what I mean? And
regardless of what happens.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are all hoping for a certain outcome, and of course it can't happen for every single person. And I just hope that every single person that took to that stage can really understand what an amazing job it is to even get there, and to it doesn't owe you anything because music's given you everything already. If you truly love this thing and you love this craft and love pursuing what it does to your spirit, how can you put a metric on anything else past that, you know? So, please God, every single person that was there on that night came home and feels like they were part of something magic, because that's what it is. Yeah.
That's a lovely way of describing, isn't it? It really is. And you've kind of taken the Eurovision and you've used it as a springboard. You've been over in the States.
Yeah.
You've been on the Today Show, on the Kelly Clarkson
show.
Yeah,
we did that the other day. That was hectic. It was good fun, though.
But it must feel so extraordinary to break your way in there.
Yeah. Is that Kelly Clarkson reference there as well? Break. I quite like that. It was very good.
Yeah.
We're gonna get on just fine. But yeah, it's been sick, man. And I moved to Nashville after a sort of 12-year love affair, quite a long love affair actually, and finally put down some roots there. And it's been a dream for a long time. And but I didn't realise, finishing the album, my studio's here in the UK, so I had to come straight back and get the album done. So, apologies, I've had zero sleep.
I'm
sat here, it's sort of like fight or flight mode. But it's wonderful to be here, and I'm just, stoked to chat with you, and yeah.
Is that Dolly Parton on your T-shirt?
It is, of course.
So she now lives down the road from you in Nashville?
Yes, she does,
Does she really?
So
have you knocked on the door and gone, Dolly, could have a cup of sugar?
Yeah, I was bundled away by security. Well, the first time I ever went to Nashville, I stayed on a road called 12 South, which is a very bougie street now, but back 12 years ago it weren't. And and Dolly lives on that street, or at least probably got one of her houses on that street. But just because we're on the same street, it don't make, it was same street, different world. Do you know what I mean? Where we were staying.
I think she'd be
we'd
lovely
walk past every day on the way, and you'd see her buses out, and she's just my hero. She's such a legend. The way she kind of holds herself for everything, it's just a pure embodiment of kindness. Yeah. And also, her theme park is rad.
Yeah, you were saying she's got an amazing thing about Dollywood.
You know what? In a loving way, you kind of don't expect it because it's a sleeper, Dollywood. You kind of go thinking, this is going to be just a quaint sort of,
kitsch.
carousels and maybe stuff like that. They've got some mega rides. It's wicked, and it's just everyone's dope. It's a sick
Everyone's
time.
had an amazing time.
Yeah.
You've got a new single.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we talk about that.
I would literally talk about Dollywood for the next 30 minutes.
OK.
Yes.
Name of the single. You can tell us a little bit about it, and I know there's the guitar there as well.
Is this yours?
We just wondered if you might sort of bang out a little bit for us. Tell us about the single before
Yeah. So OK came out, it could have come out 3 months ago or 1 day ago, I'm not sure, my head's a whirlwind. But it came out recently, and it's about that post-game of a relationship. You know, when something, incredibly close and romantic comes to an end, it is a high-speed chase to the bottom of nonchalance for both partners involved,
Yeah,
Because you need to... Yeah, exactly.
I'm over it.
Yeah. The amount of effort and care that goes into appearing to not care is substantial. And both of you are doing it. And it's this kind of thing that everyone across the globe, humanity does it. It's what we do. And I just wanted to write about that sort of thing that connects us all.
Can you play us a little bit?
Of course I can. I mean, my voice is a bit crunchy, but let's...
Well, you say that.
We've heard you already this morning.
Is this the dog's water?
Please go for it. Yeah. That was Charlotte's.
Queen Charlotte went
Queen Charlotte's. It's royal.
It's royal water.
That definitely was Charlotte's water, I think. Smells like pedigree chum. Right, this is OK. Saw you in my neighborhood today, yeah. Driving 20 miles out of your way, smiling with his arms around your waist, hoping that I'm over it, because I found you as soon as you walked out, and there ain't no way I could go back round, tell the whole damn world you moved on now with your brand new toy that you can't put down. Oh, okay, you got yourself a new man, so you say, but we both know the truth. The man call my name when he's all over you, 'cause I never, ever love you like I can. Oh, okay, you got yourself a new man, so you say, but we both know the truth. The man call my name when he's all over you, 'cause I never, ever love you.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, it's so amazing to be able to sit there and just scrum like that and jam out.
No sleep.
Do you want to go?
Voice.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't have the magical mic that you have.
So, look, we're very excited because you're doing Wembley. You're going to be doing Wembley Arena.
Yes, mate. I'm
it's like
so
a full
stoked.
circle
You
moment.
know, the first time I was at Wembley, it was the first gig I ever saw. I was probably 13 years old. Went to see Sum 41 play. And in my mind, I got the ticket through in the post. And I was like, this is going to be like a room this size, and everyone will sit down on a cushion or something like assembly in school, and the band will turn up. And then I get there, and I'm literally in the rafters going, where are they? And but yeah, it changed my life. I left that show thinking, that's what I want to do. And I got guitar lessons the next day. Nice. My mum sorted me out with this dude called Kelvin. Big up Kelvin Pratt.
Nice, Kelvin.
Big up Kelvin.
That is his real last name, legend. And he just taught me how to play guitar and been chasing down the dream ever since. And so I've still got the ticket and the seat number. I'm going to leave something nice under.
So whoever sits on that seat.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. What a lovely idea.
Yeah.
So there's going to be. Are you going to make sure they know that there's a surprise under there, though?
Oh yeah. I'm going to say someone in this arena. I'm going to get the spotlight fixed on them as well.
Amazing.
Wow. I'll see if I can make that happen.
And you've still got that ticket, the original ticket.
Yes. Yeah.
How special is that,
mate? It was a life-changing night. It was just. It was just so cool when you see live music for the first time at that scale. I grew up in the countryside, there's nowhere to go and really see.
Well, we're so glad you did go, and you got those guitar lessons.
And now he gets to go out on stage and go, "Good evening, Wembley."
Yeah. Do you want to do that bit for me?
I'm desperate too.
I'll get you guys some tickets.
We will be there, Sam. Thank you so much for coming in. Glastonbury as well. You're doing Glastonbury too.
Yeah. Mate, I've never even. Have you guys been before?
I haven't. I've been to everything else. Never been to Glastonbury.
Same here. I was more of a download festival. Growing up, but Glastonbury's going to be sick. I can't wait.
Prepare yourself.
Some surprises you've got.
Yeah, mate. We're even doing a show on the train on the way there. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you that, but I'm going to sort it out.
So you're actually going to give away tickets for the carriage to have a Sam Ryder gig on the way down?
We're going to sort something out so that we can do something on the train all together. And then there's a bunch of little pop-up secret shows in Glastonbury. And I'm talking too much because you've got to move on. But I love you. It's a bit.
No, I love it. He's like Santa Claus.
It is. There's too many secrets coming out.
Thanks,
because you haven't had any sleep.
Yeah, I know. I can feel myself shaking right then.
Thank you for
Thanks,
coming on.
guys.
Thank
And
you.
God bless. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Tickets for Sam's headline show at Wembley Arena are available. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.
I'm in. As the series returns for a second series, we're joined now by two of the stars, Whitney Levett and Jessie Natikara.
Oh,
thank you.
Welcome to the show. I mean, this series has blown up big time.
Yeah.
The secret lives of the Mormon wives, and everyone wants to know. But it blew up with this Mom Talk, didn't it? Tell us about Mom Talk.
So Mom Talk is a group of women. We all did social media together, and it started out just a group of moms getting together and making fun videos on social media. And then it turned into what it is today, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's unbelievable. And Jessie, obviously, it went crazy when we discovered some soft swinging.
Yes.
Now, it wasn't necessarily Jessie or you, Whitney,
No,
was it?
we're not.
You did not. Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
Whitney and Jessie did not soft swing.
Doesn't make them bad people.
No, it doesn't.
I'm like, maybe next season.
But your friends did. And why did it come out?
Actually, two of them, yeah.
Was it two of them? So why did they want to express that and be open about that?
Well, I think Taylor was the one who originally came out with it because there were rumors going around about her, and she's like, I'm going to set the record straight, which thank God she did because we got a show, so.
It literally blew you up.
Yeah.
All you guys, and then this show happened. It reminds me a little bit, I don't know about you, it reminds me a little bit of the Kardashians, the way it's filmed.
Yeah.
The way it's filmed reminds me of the Kardashians.
The Utah Kardashians.
So tell us, what are the Mormon wives' rules? What rules are you supposed to stick by?
Well, you were a missionary, so you should give the talk.
Okay, well, I just saw the Book of Mormon last night, too, which I absolutely love.
So good, isn't it?
It's really good.
It's so good.
I mean, I think what's really cool about this whole group is that all of us live it a little bit differently. Like, some maybe a little bit more than others. So hopefully, like, someone who's watching can relate to one of us. But, you know, like, yeah, no drinking coffee, no premarital sex.
Dress modestly.
Yeah, dress modestly, no tattoos.
Like, don't look at me.
Yeah. I actually have one, too, but mine's hidden.
Show them.
Oh, okay.
So what, is it in the mouth?
Yes.
You're so naughty. You've got a tattoo in the mouth.
You have, like, a hardcore tattoo.
Yeah, here we go.
You are the naughtiest Mormon wives.
Does it say daddy?
Do you know what it says?
I do. It says daddy.
No, she's like a bad woman.
Sorry, I just need to check. Does that say Paddy?
Yes, it does.
Oh, right, OK. It's meant to be.
Paddy, she's a fangirl.
And you're also not allowed to drink coffee.
Yeah.
And why is that? Is it because
it's a
got the
caffeine thing. It's about being healthy. They have something called the Word of Wisdom. So it's like no alcohol, no drugs, eat meat sparingly, like everything to keep your body clean like a temple. And they think caffeine can be addictive, which it can.
No, I need a coffee in the morning.
Same. Yeah.
So what do you substitute that with?
Soda.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
And is that what you've got here?
Yes.
And you brought us a soda.
Yes.
Girls, thank
Our
you
dirty
so
sodas.
much.
Make
so
sure
we
to
have
give it a good mix
the Whitney
before.
and the Jessie.
So what's in
Mix
this
it up.
then?
It looks like an iced coffee once you mix it up.
Oh, and you have this in the morning?
Yes.
I don't have mine in
I
the morning,
do.
but...
No, our soda shops at like
So-
8 a.m. are like people lining up.
Jessie, what's in ours here?
So it's either Coke, Dr.
good,
Pepper, Sprite, whatever base you want.
Right.
And then it's a creamer and then syrups, like vanilla,
They're
pineapple.
so sweet. They are.
So
What's in
mine's
yours,
actually
Whitney?
sparkling water, and then I do a
Lime.
pump
Can
of
you taste the
vanilla,
lime?
a pump of peach, a pump of
That's
pineapple, a pump
Oh, good.
of
I'm glad you
raspberry.
like it.
I'm going to get a tattoo done in my mouth
Dirty soda.
as we speak.
With a
Here we
paddy
go.
on.
I'm getting a little bit of Dr. Pepper in there.
Yeah, this one's Dr. Pepper. That's my go-to.
Oh, this is absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is your
that's
initiation
I
into
could
Mom
get
Talk.
into this. I would pass on coffee for this.
Ooh.
I would actually
Me
pass.
too.
There's no caffeine
Wow.
in this one, though.
Could I join the Mormon wife?
could.
Absolutely.
How do I do it? I just need to
All you
accept
need is
the
this in
situation.
hand. and a
More
blue coat.
importantly, how do I become a
a
Mormon
TikTok.
husband? These are the main questions. How do we
You gotta
become
get
a
married in the
Mormon
temple.
husband?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to move to Utah, go to BYU.
yeah. Ah, it's a
There's so
tricky
many
one.
requirements.
Jesse, you've actually left the church, haven't you? And that happens quite a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I left about 5-6 years years ago, but my family is Mormon, my friends are Mormon, so I'm still in the culture.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't for me. But I love that about our show is that we have so many different faith levels. So we showcase, you know, someone super active, someone not anymore, which I think is relatable to any religion.
Yeah. And Whitney, I know you've had a little bit of alcohol. You've tried it.
I did.
Have you been drinking alcohol while you've been in the UK?
No, I've been a good girl. No, I haven't.
So what part does the religion play in your life now, Whitney?
Oh, I feel like it's every day. Like, I think that, you know, in the church we learn a lot of values and morals to live by. So I think, you know, even like simple things like forgiveness and love one another and little things like that. So, I mean, every day. But as far as like, yeah, like, you know, drinking alcohol, I've only tried it once. But and even coffee, some people in the Mormon religion will have like their morning coffee.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think the morals always stay in you, don't they?
Yeah,
they never leave you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you were saying that the other day too. Like
Like I still abide by those things and I'm grateful for them.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a little bit about, you see a lot of videos online doing pregnancy announcements, right? So it's usually like a blue balloon or a pink balloon.
Yeah.
But you guys do it a little bit different.
Well, Whitney does anyway. Whitney does. Whitney, tell everybody what you did.
Okay, so I don't know why it is this in Utah culture, but it's always like the moms have to get super creative to announce their pregnancy.
Yes.
So I had a cake and I hid my pregnancy test in the cake.
That's brilliant.
So that when my mom cut it, she'd be like, "What the hell is this?" And
You cleaned it first, obviously.
Of course, I Clorox because it
You
was
could have done like the
actual
sonogram
test.
photo, like it could have
I
been
know.
anything else.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah, obviously, we don't condemn anyone to do that. at home.
I do.
It was so funny.
So, obviously, for anybody who's not seen the Series 1, quickly round up what's Series 1 and then what's in store in Series 2.
Ooh. Well, okay, so the first one is kind of playing catch-up with Taylor's swinging scandal, talking about the Mormon Church, introducing us, and then a little bit of our drama. And then season 2 kind of went into, like, who we are as people and kind of deeper into our stories.
And also a little bit how season 1 affected us too, which I thought was really cool because I don't think any of us expected it to be what it is today.
I think series like this as well, like it looks great on screen, but I think like any religion, anything that's, you know, people are closed off to think, I think it's good to talk about, and, you know, so you go, oh, actually, it's not what you think it is when you see the films and everything else.
We wanted to show that because everyone thinks Mormons are like pilgrims and sister wives and we can't do anything, but we showcase that we are just normal people.
You're actually quite good fun.
Yeah, thank you. And we're sober, which is crazy.
Well, I know Whitney loves Bake Off, so listen, she's in.
Yeah, I'm in.
She's
But
in.
also, you're so open, Jessie. Like, I know you've had a little bit of surgery down below.
Yes.
And you've had some surgery up above as well. You've had a breast
everywhere,
reduction, which you're not happy about, are you?
Sorry, I come in
He's like, what?
I came on the tail end of this. I was
He's
still
like, I just
thinking
heard
about
breast, what?
I was
But
still
you're
thinking
so
about the
open,
Bake
and I
Off.
love that.
Thank you. Yes, I just feel like, especially with surgery and enhancements, so many celebrities and public figures are like, oh, I'm just naturally beautiful. I have nothing done. And you're like, what?
Yes.
No, that's a lie. So I feel like it's good to show that
Good for
we all
you.
do things and it's okay if you want to or not want to.
Yeah. Oh, girls, it's so lovely to have you on the show.
Thank you.
It really is. Thank you for
Thank you so
sharing,
much.
and good luck with the second series. We're very excited.
Thank you so
Be
much.
careful in the Bake Off tent. You don't know what's going to be in that cake.
We need to get you in
You
the
need to
Bake Off
join.
tent.
Please, oh my gosh, I would love that.
Celebrity version,
Absolutely.
Stand Up to
Yes,
Cancer. We're going to get you, Whitney.
Thank
we
you very
are.
much, and
we
thanks
are.
for the drinks as well.
It's on TV.
Series 1 and 2 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives are available to stream now on Disney+.
It's addictive, so be
Thank you so much for
careful.
visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.